Morning. It's Todd Miller here. I want to give you an update to this scam that is going on right now in Las Vegas with bank-owned properties and tenants. As you're all probably aware, that the banks have been really sensitive to the plight of the poor tenant who has unknowingly leased a house from a landlord who hasn't been paying their mortgage, and of course the landlord's been collecting rent, and the tenant's been paying rent, but the landlord's not paying the mortgage, so house is being foreclosed, and the poor tenant, of course, so the banks have been very, forgiving, giving them money to move out and letting them stay there. So apparently, though, some people are taking advantage of this, and this is how this works. A group of people find that a house is vacant, and they realize it's newly a bank-owned home. So what they do is they go to the house and have it rekeyed, and they don't move into it. There's no personal property. It's a totally empty house. They go and make up a lease, and they post it on the window saying, we are the tenant now, and here's our lease. So, oh, by the way, if you want to give us money to move out, contact us this number. Well, they're not occupying the house. And what they're trying to do is scam the banks for money. We had this happen at one of our properties. We checked it. It was totally empty. There wasn't anybody in the house. So we went and had it rekeyed, and we went back to the house later and couldn't get in, and found that they'd posted this notice saying, oh, we are now the tenant, and here's a copy of our lease. It's got the old owner's name on it, and it's, so obviously none of that can be verified. So there's some downside to people that are doing this. First of all, if you're doing this, this is fraud. You're creating an illegal document, you're doing something that's wrong, and you can go to jail for this. The second thing that's wrong with this is you're probably not going to get any money. For example, we're not going to give these people money. We're not going to give them money to move out of a house they don't really live in. It's just not going to happen. The bank's not going to do it. We've explained to the bank what's going on. They're like, forget it, just rekey the house. So there are some bad things that can happen here for doing this. And so my recommendation is, if someone's trying to get you involved in doing something like this, don't do it. The banks are overwhelmed, but the agents are filing police reports against stuff like this, and I can guarantee that judges aren't going to be real happy with this. In the end goal, their goal is to get a couple of grand. So go around to a bunch of houses, post all these notices, and get the agents to pay, or the banks to pay money for them to move out. But it's probably not going to happen. I know in the case of ours now, it's not going to be paid out. If you're an agent and somebody does this to you, the first thing you need to do is to communicate with your bank, explain everything that's going on, and let them make the decision, but give them all good information. Another thing you need to do potentially is go file a police report, explain what's going on. You're going to need to get a copy of the deed showing the bank owns the home, because the other thing that they're taking advantage of the fact it takes a long time to get a deed. So if you do call the police and they show up, you don't have a deed showing that a bank owns the house. So that's my update for today. I just want to kind of keep you informed as to what is going out there and what I have to deal with as an REO listing agent, kind of on a daily basis. Is crazy stuff that people try to pull. It's Friday. I hope everyone has a great weekend, and I'll be back Monday with another update. Thanks.